Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, if I could please ask for your attention. And it's a great honor for me to have the chance to introduce to you our next speaker from Uganda. Ladies and gentlemen, again, distinguished guests, Your Excellency, Ambassador Stephen Mubiru, other representatives of the diplomatic corps, members of our faculty, I'm very honored today to introduce to you the Ambassador of Uganda to Berlin, His Excellency, Ambassador Stephen Mubiru. His Excellency is currently the Ambassador of the Republic of Uganda to Berlin. He holds a bachelor degree in science in animal health and production in Busoga University of Uganda. He started his political career in 1989, serving as the veterinary assistant in the Ministry of Agriculture, Animal Industry, and Fisheries. He then served as animal husbandry officer and assistant farm manager in the same ministry. From 1998 until 2005, he was the Speaker of the Kamali District Council. And from 2003 to 2007, he was a member of the Executive Council, Secretary for Mobilization, for Eastern and Southern African Small-Scale Farmers Forum. From 2007 until 2011, he was the district chairperson of the Kamali district. From 2012 to 2017, he was appointed ambassador of the Republic of Uganda to Malaysia, where we had a wonderful presentation last night, Malaysia, so it's a good link. From 2017 to 2022, he was the ambassador of the Republic of Uganda to Turkey. And since 1997, he's been the coordinator of the Namanda Dairy Farmers Association. He's also a member of the Busoga University Council since 2007. The keynote address he'll be giving us today is on the topic, Uganda, the investment destination, your choice of business. Please join me in a very warm welcome for His Excellency, the Honorable Ambassador Stephen Mubiru.
Just as said, I'm Ambassador Mubiru Stephen, Uganda's ambassador to Germany and 8 other countries. My major presentation today is about the opportunities of investing in Uganda. Uganda is at a glance. We are going to talk about the investment environment, investment markets, priority sectors, and how to set up business in Uganda. Uganda is located on the equator, of course bordering with Kenya, Southern Sudan, Democratic Republic of Congo, Rwanda, and Tanzania. As you see, we are a landlocked country, but we take privilege to say we are land-linked. By land, we are linked to all other countries. Our population, of course, is now far above 40 million. Country political and economic environment has been stable since 1986. Uganda is rich in different resources. As you see, that's the map of Uganda is up there, and those are the neighbors. Uganda and India will be the fastest growing economies in the world, with the growth forecasted to be 7.7 by 2025. This was quoted from Center for International Development at Harvard University. GDP growth average is at 6%. The economy is well regulated and highly liberalized. All sectors are open for investment. Uganda is number 1 among the world's 9 most friendly countries. You know, there is even tourism in Uganda of meeting the people. Ugandans are very friendly people and so accommodative. There is a free movement of capital to and from. You can come in with your capital, invest 100% yourself, and get out with your capital. It is full repatriation of profits after taxes. 100% foreign investment is allowed, and joint venture partnerships with domestic investors is encouraged. We have homogenized investment policies. The incentive regime is structurally included in the country's tax laws, which makes it non-discriminatory and accessible to both domestic and foreign investors. Uganda's labor is highly trainable and yet affordable. Internal rate of return on investment ranges from 19 to 33% of all projects, including oil and gas. It has established one-stop center where you can do registration. You can register your business in Uganda within just 2 days. Uganda is strategically located in the Great Lakes region, surrounded with countries with high population of DRC, Congo, Kenya, Tanzania, and Sudan. That whole region is about 207 million people. The entire African continent with the project growth of 2.5 billion in 20 years. This provides potential for market investment. You know, what we mean is that we have East African Cooperation, and the East African Cooperation, we have 207 million people. Of course, now DRC Congo has joined the friendship, and that even makes the population bigger. We have international organizations like East African Cooperation, COMESA, whereby they are African organizations and allowing free trade among countries. Regional investment markets. We have East African Community. We have Common Market for East and Southern Africa, which is COMESA. As you see, all the way from Libya up to South Africa, those are the COMESA countries. So all that is the total market, yet you have just invested in a single country called Uganda. So there are expanded opportunities through preferential access to 57% of the whole continent, Africa. And the population within that range is 632 million people. Which is a potential, we have a potential of $1 trillion in trade. Priority sectors for investment include agro-industry, tourism, ICT, mineral beneficiation, oil and gas, and energy, infrastructure development, packaging, services, that's education and health, plus financial services. Uganda's unique agro products. You know, Uganda is a country where we describe that even a walking stick can germinate. We boast of 12 hours of light and sunshine every day and 12 hours of darkness. We have rain throughout there. It is evergreen. Even in what we term as the sunny season, it's just intimate sunshine days of about 1 week, 2 weeks, and always there will be a rain. Major products include maize, rice, fruits, vegetable, cash crops like coffee, tea, and cotton, and livestock production and fisheries. We term Uganda as the food basket of East Africa, is among the top 10 products of coffee in the world and 8th largest in Africa after Ethiopia. We have 4.61 million 60 bags in of course we are quoting a year. This is a bit low. Of course, business was affected mostly in the time of COVID, so statistics majorly are just being developed now. Opportunities exist in mechanization of agriculture, manufacturing of inputs, of course, agro inputs, cold storage facilities, transport and distribution, infrastructure, private and PPP investment opportunities do exist. So, we were talking majorly, I think this was already said. Uganda aims to become a leading regional exporter in high-value markets. A number of industrial parks are being developed for strategic sectors, e.g. agro-processing, ICT, and logistics. They are a bit smaller here, I think. This is just a map showing the different industrial parks that have been distributed throughout the country where one wished to put an industry. Science and technology parks. 20 high-tech companies from China to locate and invest in Uganda by 2021, with total investment portfolio of at least 2 billion in manufacturing technology and skills and skill transfer. That's an R&D in Uganda. At least 2 technical and industrial parks from China to provide technical capacity and the mentor to Uganda Investment Authority for just to put it, our major investor by history has been UK, but as you know, China has become very aggressive and it has highly come on board. And also many European countries have invested in the country. Opportunities promoted by Uganda Free Zone authorities. We have free zone authorities where you can establish private-owned free zone, operating within establishment of free zone and undertake manufacturing or processing of key products. Partnering with government to develop public free zones. You know, we have that PPP program. A private investor can work hand in hand with the government. Initiatives or initiative that we give to investors who come to Uganda. We have a 10-year tax holiday for export-oriented investment. We have a VAT deferment if the cost of the plant and machinery they exempt from agro-industry. If you are bringing in agro-industries, we give you a tax holiday and also VAT exempt. We have 100% training expenditure on training Ugandan employees. If you bring an industry and you are training Ugandans, they give you 100% exempt on the cost of training those people. Losses can be carried forward and allowed as a deduction in the following year of income. If you invest your money and there are losses, Uganda government will cater for them. Requirements to set up business in Uganda. We need business incorporation and registration. We need tax registration. We need licensing, worker permits for foreign persons, environmental impact assessment in some projects, not all, trade permits, and investment licenses. In order to ease business and improve efficiency, Uganda Investment Authority has one-stop center for business registration and licensing. All this I've talked about can be done just in one house. The investment advisory, business registration, immigration services and work permit issuance, land acquisition and verification, as well as environmental compliance and approvals, among others. They are all done in one place. You cannot move again out of that house of Uganda Investment Authority. They provide all these services in that building. The services save the investor both time and money to have their projects licensed and implemented expeditiously. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have invested in Africa and you have not invested in Uganda, you have invested in a country and not Africa. Please welcome. Thank you very much. I'm ready for any possible questions. I want to highly thank the organizers to have called us. And I thank you for listening.
Are there any questions or comments? Side in the front, yes.
Hello?
Hello, thank you so much,
Yes.
Mr. Ambassador, for this nice explanation and declaration. Kindly, I'm going to ask you this question about the establish of a private-owned free zones. Would you mind to declare it what kind of guarantees the Uganda government try to provide, and what kind of supports that somebody receive as investment proposals in these free zones? Thank you so much.
Yeah. From the word go, when you are establishing your business, the place and the area where you are going to put your investment is located in your documents. As long as you are investing in the free zone, which has been demarcated as the free zone, your documents will read that. And all the benefits of that zone where investment is are protected, and you'll get them 100%. So the guarantee is with the documentation you get, and it's properly protected in law.
Is this a sovereign guarantee or an insurance guarantee? What type of guarantee? Is this a sovereign guarantee that you mentioned? Or no, this is the IRR rate is the guarantee my profit, and after that somebody can go and invest in Uganda?
It's not a sovereign guarantee
Uh-huh.
because you are not lending to government.
Mm-hmm.
This is your investment, but they are only giving you the benefit of the free zone, whereby you are not taxed. So it is spelled out in the investment document that you get.
Thank you so much. And is there any insurance guarantees, companies, or something like that located in Uganda?
Definitely, yes. Insurance companies are there.
And the last question, if I may ask, is there any other free zones that started already in Uganda or not yet?
Come again?
Is there any other free zones in Uganda? Already exist free zones in Uganda or not yet?
Hotel free zones. Is that what you're asking?
The free zones, the private-owned free zones.
Yeah.
Is there exist anything else in Uganda or not yet?
Well, the details of it, I will give you a website. You can Google and read more about the free zones.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Good evening, sir, and thank you for taking out time to give this presentation. I'm from India. I just need to check with you. You say that you've had a stable government since 1986.
Yeah.
You are a liberalized country in terms of incentives. So what is stopping countries from investing in Uganda?
Oh, well,
Because you just earmarked China and UK as the biggest beneficiaries. What is stopping other countries from investing if you have such a liberalized program?
Actually, in your presentation, you cannot say it all. One of the major investors in Uganda is India. We have a very high trade volume. Just Google Uganda and India trade. They are everywhere. Actually, even it was a saying in India that the other home of Indians is Uganda. So all countries have come in to invest, but I was giving just how improvement in science has been, improvement in service has been done by one country. So all countries are investing. Thank you.